How you doing, Silas?
Hello, this is Quarantine Hearts. How are you doing? This is good. I'm doing good.
I know that last time we did a video, we were like, oh, we're going to do the next one like really soon, but we didn't. Huh?
No, we didn't.
I looked, it was about 2 months ago, I think.
I guess it's my fault. I never really know to record these videos for you guys.
It seems, we put it aside a little bit. Summer happened. A lot of things were going on. But anyway, we're talking about Sonic Youth, or the Sonic Youth Sister, which is, fifth album now? Fourth album? Fourth full-length, fifth release, but not including singles, of course. 1987. It was released in June 1987 when I was, 9 years old. Mm-hmm. And I did not hear this at the time. I heard it much later, but the short answer about this album is maybe this is their first sort of modern classic, I think.
Yeah.
This is part of their maybe trilogy or just maybe top 5. I think if you ask most people who are big fans of Sonic Youth, I think this would be in their top 5 or top 3.
I have something to say. So Sonic Youth aside for just 1 second, we plan on doing an unboxing of the new Neil Young Archives Volume 3 once it comes out.
Yeah, so we're talking about Sonic Youth today, though, dude.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, you go ahead. You can tell them that.
Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
Should I
add that? Neil Young Archives 3. That's a different video, though. We will do that. First of all, unique about the cover, this picture of, on the very first pressings, we get some pressing nerdery, have this Disney picture, which is not seen on subsequent releases. Also, this, I guess, is Richard Avedon's daughter, I think it is, which was removed from later editions of the record. So, I always love a good sort of trivia, some packaging removal kind of things. It does have this insert with all the lyrics. Sonic Youth always has an insert.
The cover has a lot of random pictures.
Yep.
Like this dog that's dyed pink or something on the front.
What's your favorite picture on this? Do you have a favorite picture?
I don't know. We got the dog that's dyed pink. We have the.
What's going on with this? It's like a cow or something.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, actually,
this looks like Disney or something.
Where the sister is written there, I can't tell what's happening. It looks like a horse or a cow.
Disney.
That's Goofy.
Yeah.
And Mickey and Disney.
That. And then there's
Do we know who this is, camera woman?
I don't remember. I think it's another Richard Kern thing.
There's also a picture of Saturn. Some buffaloes. Related. This is a picture of Saturn, buffaloes, these apartment buildings, a baby. I don't know what this is.
Cows with horns. I mean,
Harikus.
We could look this up. We could look who that is up. We just didn't do it.
Oh, no, yeah,
maybe we'll insert that. We can insert that in here right now, Silas. You could look up who this is.
Yeah. Not buffalo. Cows with horns. Yeah. Bulls.
And we have Saturn. Anyway, we're talking about the album. It was recorded by Walter Sear, famous Sear Sound Studios in New York, and people call this noise pop. I don't see it as pop per se, but this is definitely, they've slowly moved more into an area where songs and song structures are becoming more and more prevalent. It includes their classic, I think camerawoman here would agree, Schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Which I guess was originally called Sister, the song. I didn't know that up until they released it. There's actually a single that has the song Sister as a B-side. But it's Schizophrenia.
The songs that I can pretty much remember and
Yeah, go ahead. I'll show the label because we love to see the label.
Schizophrenia.
SST Records, of course.
Yeah, we got Schizophrenia, Catholic Block. I remember Stereo Sanctity.
Stereo Sanctity.
Stereo Sanctity, and Pacific Coast Highway. Catholic Block is one of my favorite Sonic Youth songs.
Yeah, shout out to Lowercase Mark of a radio show here in Ithaca who uses that every week on his Catholic Block program, as he calls it.
Yeah, I really like that song.
You have a cover by Crime, Hotwire My Heart, which was Crime was like an early San Francisco punk band that used to dress up as police officers, and they had a hard time.
Let's insert Catholic Block. Let's insert Catholic Block in right here.
I got a Catholic block inside my head. I let it go.
Come back to me a while. I was gonna say something else about what was it now? Lyrically, there's acoustic guitars that I was listening to this in the car, and we have a CD version of it, and I noticed acoustic guitars in the mix for this album more than I remembered, which I always like hearing. And also Cotton Crown.
Yeah.
That's another favorite of
Remember that
mine.
song?
Lee Ronaldo does, which one is it? I think it is the Pipeline. Yeah, Pipeline Kill Time. The last track on side one is a Lee Ronaldo song. We always love a Lee check-in. And
We're gonna start getting those.
what's that?
We're gonna start getting the Lee songs.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There's some Moog on this. That's right. Moog programming helped by Walter Sear. A little bit of Moog turns up. Moog synth.
Yeah.
So they were trying stuff out, but a top rate, absolutely essential Sonic Youth record. I do remember getting this Camera Woman. I've talked to you about this. We bought this in Brooklyn. Now we've had collectively between my wife and I, Camera Woman, a healthy amount of the Sonic Youth records, but over the years there was a few we didn't have. And I remember finding this at a thrift store off Fifth Avenue in Brooklyn for $10.
Really?
And at that time, I was like, "Oh yeah, $10 for this. All right. We'll get it for 10." That didn't feel like a very good price. Now this is like over $100
Yeah.
in this
What
in this
store was
pressing.
that?
It was a thrift store that I have no idea the name of it. It was off maybe 3rd Street and 5th Avenue in the Park Slope area of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Very much a hodgepodge store that was probably only around for a few years. You have no recollection of this, but I specifically remember it.
Score.
Yeah, it was a score, but at the time I was like, yeah, we got to get that for. It's just nice to have it, even though I wasn't really looking for it. But anyway, a little. Everyone always loves a good score story, right, Silas?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just double checked. This is actually Sandra Bennett, 12-year-old Sandra Bennett, but taken by Richard Avedon for his book, In the American West, published in 1985, and as I said earlier, removed for copyright purposes.
Yeah.
Rocky Ford, Colorado.
That's the name of the photograph?
That's where it was taken.
Oh, so there's the photograph. Camera Woman is showing us the photograph, original photograph. I love this collage of photographs. Sonic Youth covers are always really good and interesting.
And I'll insert some songs in right here. Schizophrenia, Zero, Sanctity, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And Pacific Coast Highway.
I'm keeping my commission to face transmission. Two speakers dream the same and come on, baby. Just like that you say, you make me feel so crazy.
Other things, let's see. They say it's I guess this is somewhat true. It's not a concept album, but it was influenced by Philip K. Dick. And it was called Sister, according to Wikipedia, because Dick's fraternal twin died after her birth, died at childbirth, and apparently he was always thinking about that.
Well, White Cross is definitely about Philip K. Dick.
Oh, tell us about that.
Well, he used to take speed. They're called White Crosses. And he
Philip K.
talks
Dick.
about- Yeah, he talks about how he felt like his novels were channeled through him, like he didn't write them. So White Cross is a direct reference to Philip K. Dick.
It's a good factoid right there.
Yeah, nice.
Not in the Wikipedia entry.
It's just in the fandom.
Yeah, just in the brain. So, yeah, a loose concept album, you might say. But once again, I mean, every song on here is a hit. Well, not a hit, but just absolutely essential to me. Tough Gnarl, I think. Cotton Crown, they sing together. I think Kim and Thurston is one of the first times they sing together. I also love Beauty Lies in the Eye. So, anything else you want to add, Silas?
Not really, I don't think.
What was your favorite song on this?
Catholic Block.
Catholic Block, the lead track, right? No, Schizophrenia is the lead track. Catholic Block is the second track, of course. It's an iconic beginning to an album, I think. Only matched by their next album, I think, in terms of
Which is what?
Daydream Nation. Official album. There is other stuff that came out that we'll discuss, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think, Daydream Nation is their next album. But yeah, just the way it starts with that Steve Shelley, drum fill or drum pattern on the toms for Schizophrenia. It's a signature start.
Yeah.
And if I hear that, I know exactly what it is, even like a second in. That thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is what again?
That's Schizophrenia.
Oh, yeah, Schizophrenia.
So I'll give some quick, before we give our candle reviews of what do I want to say? Oh, people's how it ranked in people's like best of. AllMusic called it a masterpiece and one of the singular art rock records of the 1980s, surpassed only by Daydream Nation. Slant Magazine called it the last great punk album of the Reagan era. Pitchfork ranked it the 14th best album of the 1980s. NME ranked it number 80 in their list of greatest albums ever. That's pretty high. And number 37 in their list of the 50 greatest albums of the 1980s. In July 85, Alternative Press Magazine voted Sister the third best album of the decade. Paste called it number 39 and 50 best punk rock album, post-punk albums, blah, blah, blah. So you can see, obviously, this is no secret that this album is quite revered.
Yeah.
How many candles do you give it?
7. 7 candles.
Huh. Only 7.
Why
I
do
always
you
love
do
doing
this?
the second guess.
You
Only
always do
7.
this. You always do this.
I do. I give, so we do points, right? We do a point system. Halves only? Is that what we did? We did halves only points?
What?
Candles.
No, right.
Candles.
Half candles.
Half candles only. I can't do 0.3 candles.
Well, you can. 'cause
You
a
can.
Candle technically can burn in any.
Just.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll say 9.5 candles.
Oh wow.
It's
That is all
a
nice.
big boy. It's a big one for me.
Okay. What about you?
10 candles.
10 candles.
This is my favorite.
This is
Sonic
grade A
Youth
stuff.
record.
This is grade A Sonic Youth release. If you're a Sonic Youth, if you're getting into Sonic Youth, this is a great one to go with, absolutely, to start. Because it does still harken back to their early 80s a bit, but it's definitely leaning more towards like what they would do.
I have 2 favorite Sonic Youth albums.
2 favorite? Well, is one of them one we already did?
No.
Don't reveal! Don't reveal!
They're both later ones.
Oh, later ones.
albums.
Okay. I understand
One
that.
of them is very late.
One of my favorites is a later album. Anyway, Sonic Youth Sister released in 1987. Next up, we'll do Daydream
next
Nation.
up we have actual candle on the cover. Daydream Nation.
Correct. Correct. Inspired the rating
most
system.
popular album, I think.
Yeah.
Which I revealed in our Sonic Youth trailer. I think I said like stuff about longest album, shortest album, I think most popular album or most listened album or something like that is Daydream Nation.
And a double album,
Yeah, it's double.
which they don't have many double albums, a couple. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for watching, what's this called? Quarantine Hearts.
Yes, Quarantine
Still
House.
kind of not in quarantine, but still
We're
going
still
with the
calling it
name.
that.
So thanks. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, bye.